Hello there, I'm Big Alias, and we have made it to the end of the year. I'm as shocked as you are. As a matter of fact, I'm probably more shocked than you are because you're kind of irresponsible and I don't trust a single thing you do. But it's the end of the year. Happy New Year, everyone. We made it. We did it. It's been an interesting year, 2023. I'd say overall positive, and it got very negative at the end. But the year overall, I would say, is positive. I actually had this chat with my partner not long ago. I was driving along and talking about this. I do think net-wise, it's been good. For me, overall, not so much. But for me, I would say that it's been positive. So this year, it's been an interesting one. I would say the biggest positive is the fact that my daughter has come leaps and friggin' bounds this year. I know that in my Happy New Year for 2022 commentary, I mentioned that I thought she was very smart, and obviously every parent thinks that their kid is the smartest kid in the world and all of this. But it turns out, no, she's actually just super, she's bordering on prodigy level. She's absolutely insanely intelligent. She's less than 2 years old and she can already recite the alphabet, She's phenomenally intelligent. This year she went from, taking a few steps to fully walking around to running. She's grown into her face, tremendously beautiful, and she's funny and plays tricks on us. And the other day she said LeBron James. So she's, as you can see, really come leaps and bounds. And that's probably the biggest positive. The second one being that I got my license this year, my driving license, which is great because in my last New Year commentary, I mentioned that I was going to learn to drive. And now in the follow-up, I've learned to drive. And I've got a car and I drive around and we go places. I've discovered a love for driving as well. I love my car. I like it a lot, and which is great because usually when I make a huge purchase like that, I'm very good at finding a way to hate the thing that I bought because it costs so much. But no, I love this. I love the car. I think it's a fantastic car. Very nippy, very fast, which is the same thing. Comfortable, and I just really like the car, and I love driving it. I have a lot of fun driving, so that's another huge positive. It's something that sort of always stuck with me. Obviously, I'm a bit older for learning to drive. I mentioned this before, but in the UK it's a lot harder to learn to drive, a damn sight harder. And I finally did it. So, I have the house, the salary job, and the car now. So, this year really sort of rounded all of that stuff off, which is really fantastic. Most of the tough stuff came at the end of the year. It just felt like, we had a bit of a lack of issues throughout the year. So if there was some sort of higher power, which there absolutely isn't, but if there was, they were definitely saying, all right, let's bundle all of this in at the end, because we had some major issues. We had the ceiling fall through at the end of the year in the bathroom. We're still waiting for that to be dealt with. The car's great, but it costs a lot of money at a time where it was Christmas, my daughter's birthday. The weather's been absolutely shit. Obviously I'm dealing with seasonal depression. It's just been tremendously difficult, but we made it through. And hopefully, I'm hoping that January is sort of like a clean slate. And obviously it isn't. We make seasons up and we make years up. And it's based off rotation of the Earth relative to the sun, but we made all of this stuff up. But I'm hoping that there's some sort of feeling within me where I can sort of wipe December clean, because December 2023 will not go down. Oh, and then after the ceiling fell through, some gas people came around and told us that our pipe was about to snap, which would have caused a gas leak, which could have killed us all. Awesome. Love that for myself. That's tremendous. Fortunately, they did fix it with a blowtorch at 7 in the evening. It's December sucked. December really sucked, but I'm trying to remain positive, and hopefully we can wipe this slate clean. Christmas is done, thank God for that, and start fresh with 2024. In terms of society, I don't think this was a very positive year at all. I don't think anything hugely major happened. We got the wars going on, stuff like that, but that unfortunately is part of the cause with men with small dicks. But there was something that I sort of mentioned quite a bit last year with regards to Musk taking over Twitter and stuff like that, and that's this sort of nostalgic boys will be boys mentality that seems to be seeping through, and I really think that took a hold this year. I really feel as though society is. It's feeling very nostalgic, I guess. I mean, we've seen the rise of like chavvy kids again. That's a big one. Being straight and white seems to be the cool, popular in thing at the moment, making fun of liberals and snowflakes. This invisible threat that doesn't even seem to exist anymore. Saying it how it is, all of this stuff is very popular at the moment. And I saw this coming. And unfortunately, I only think it's going to get worse. But fortunately, hopefully, in a few years, it will sort of, people get bored of it, it'll plateau, will flip back over potentially. I don't know, but this feels like a very, very selfish, very unfortunate era of time. Like I said, fortunately, we haven't had any like major big issues. Nothing like Brexit or anything like that has happened this year. But this does feel like a very bad era, and one that I don't feel particularly comfortable in, and I don't like in any way, shape or form. But I guess, we all saw this coming with, it flip-flops. It always does. And we had a fairly progressive era before this, and now we're going back to regressive. I guess we can never really get our feet on that second step of the ladder, so to speak. Anyway, those were my thoughts for this year. This is the final commentary for 2023. I want to once again wish everyone a happy new year and a prosperous 2024. Hopefully you get a lot done and you have a great time in 2024. I believe that you can, and I have to remain optimistic, so let's do it. Let's have a tremendous 2024. In terms of this channel, real quick, hopefully things are going to be much the same here, because things are going absolutely tremendously well. I'm very happy with the channel right now. I don't know if I've ever been happier with the channel. I've been having a lot of fun with these commentaries. It's been a great time, and people seem to be liking them, and that's fantastic. Keep them coming. I'm going to keep making them. I really, really am happy with this channel right now. So hopefully things will remain the same going into 2024. So until then, I guess I'll see everyone later.
Is your face in a biscuit? Worry about it.
The PlayStation is only $149, and you can also get leading titles.